Hey yo, hey yo. To anyone who's been joining me throughout this week of the ministry, 7 days of the ministry, yeah, it's day 6 and we're still in the mix. But I apologize if I've not done the hey yo as much as it should be. Excuse me. Hey yo is the way the ministry officially opened our show. Now we used to do it in between. Then last year, 2022, we lost the man that is Scott Hall. And that hurt. That really hurt Den and myself, particularly because we are like some major click guys and we respect everything that's got done. But I'm not saying it didn't affect the rest. You know, Nico was a major WCW guy at the time, so the NWO invasion meant a lot for him. And you know, Leon and Big Tone, big fans as well. Like none of us, there's not one of us that didn't feel it. So if I have not been doing it, I know I may have been throwing it up and I've been all excited that it's week in the ministry. But Scott, wherever you are, I hope you're listening. Hell, even if Cody Hall is listening, the whole family, any member of the clique is hearing it. Please understand that it is nothing but love for Scott Hall. And we thank you for everything we've done. So yeah, just needed to mix that in. Yeah, maybe day 6 is a bit late to have acknowledged and realized that I've dropped a hey yo all the time. But this hey yo is officially the way the ministry starts our shows, and I will guarantee you guys that day 7 will close with a hey yo opening as well. And hell, I'm going to close it with a hey yo as well. That's the way we do it, because you know what, I think I've said enough hey yos to make up for the hey yos that I missed. But guys, here we are. We're back in the mix. It's day 6 of 7 days in the ministry. It's the ministry awards. Each day has been a different set of awards. So day 1, if you missed it, was female of the year, followed by day 2, male superstar of the year. Day 3, we done tag team and faction. Day 4 was comeback. Sorry, the hair's growing, so I got to keep doing it. Day 5 was match of the year, and we were left on a cliffhanger because Nico was about to reveal he's match of the year. Bit of a spoiler. I can't even remember if he loads up the video first, but it doesn't matter. So what happens is, guys, each of us have done a pre-recorded video of what we believe was our X of the year. So for today, it's going to be match of the year. If all 5 of us go together, then that's officially crowned the winner, unless you guys can comment below and just tell us, hey, no, that was the match of the year. However, if 4 of us have got the same match and 1 of us has it, then it goes into a battle. And the more of us disagree, the more that there is a chance that there will be a battle. So far, we've only had one day where all 5 of us have had a different selection, and we've done a bit of a King of the Ring bracket is the way I like to call it. But that's the way it goes. So today, we are going to continue from show of the year. We're narrowing it down. We're breaking it down, and we're giving you the match of the year contenders. So let's see what the boys and myself, it's the same t-shirt, guys, but it's all pre-recorded, I promise you. Nothing has swayed me. Here we are to find out what the match of the year contenders are.
It's been a great year in terms of matches and pay-per-views for WWE and AEW. Both have done excellent, both have put on excellent shows, and had some classic matches that could only be described as like bangers, as Sheamus would say. In terms of match of the year for me, I'm going to go with a personal choice, which was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle for the WWE Universal Championship. Reason why this match was so special for me was I was there live in attendance with my boys in the ministry, and we was the only people there really supporting, at least in our section, Roman Reigns, and that sort of made us like real life heels, because everyone would chant their whole old Drew McIntyre, which they stole from us, because we had our old head of the table chant. It was amazing to see. And with this match, I never really thought that Roman stood so much of a chance of losing his title as he did that night, because the fans were so behind him, and the video package they laid out and everything. But I mean, I was pleased to say that I kept the faith, and I really suddenly believed that Roman was going to retain, and he did. And when he did, the elation and laughter at the people in the crowd, my gosh. That was one of the best nights of my life, not gonna lie.
Right. My match of the year is a match no one would have think coming, but after my pill, you see, it's got to be Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. It was so entertaining. It had no business being that entertaining. Like, I had fun during that match. Even though we had like the mistake with the mousetrap, just man, everything like that. I want to rewatch that match. I made other people watch it, and that made a lot of people eyes came on wrestling because of that match. It was so bloody good. I really loved that match. I know there's better matches that year, but that's the one that entertained me the most. So I'm gonna go match of the year, WrestleMania. Was it 20? WrestleMania 38. Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Gotta love it. Made me laugh the entire time. Sweet.
Match of the year. Do you know there are so many strong contenders? As I said, like strong pay-per-views. You take Clash at the Castle. You take Forbidden Door. The first match that I do think is a strong contender actually wasn't on either of those cards though, and that was Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes at Hell in a Cell. Cody put on one hell of a fight in that match. It has no business being that good when a man is at literally 25% in health, but he done it and he's still on the shelf for it. So Cody, we thank you. Speedy recovery. Hopefully we see it at the Rumble. NJPW, AEW. To me, it was that fatal 4-way for the NJPW title, but that's still not the one, and hopefully that's not Adam Cole's last match. Clash at the Castle, Drew versus Roman. No match, and I categorically say this, no match has ever had me so invested live or ever since I've pulled back the curtain on wrestling. The more you know. But the one for me that I think has to take the victory is from Clash at the Castle as well. It's Sheamus versus Gunther for the IC title. The reason for it on the other, like with the others, we've seen it before. I was able to predict which way the victory went. You know, it kind of had everything. This one, the victory didn't go the way I wanted. I didn't get the result I wanted, but they put on a masterclass. These guys really put it out. They were two tough guys. It had absolutely everything you wanted, and it still had us thinking that Sheamus was going to get the Grand Slam. He hasn't, and it's something we're still looking forward to. So Sheamus versus Gunther, beauty of a match, and my match of the year. Leon's match of the year. Seth freaking Rollins versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
I know the two obvious glaring candidates here are going to be Sheamus versus Gunther at Clash of the Castle, which I get it. And the other one being Cody versus Seth in Hell in a Cell, which I get it. For me, because I like my high-flying hippy-dippy-doo-dah stuff, my hands-down match of the year was Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy at Forbidden Door. Will Ospreay had been criminally nerfed, underutilized in AEW when he made his appearances. Like, everyone was getting hyped for him, and I'm like, this isn't the real Ospreay we've seen. My God, did him and Orange Cassidy put on a show. I was watching it with Big Tone and Demba Tech, and, oh, sorry, little man. And we were blown away by what we saw. Now, obviously, huge kudos to Orange Cassidy as well, but that match showed just how good Will Ospreay is, and that was my match of the year.
Some strong contenders. And you know what, guys? I thought it happened before, but it's here. This, on day 6, 5 members of the Ministry of Wrestling have given you 5 different choices. This is what we meet up for every pay-per-view. We go to shows together. Like this year, there's not a wrestling show that's happened in the UK that we've not been to together, like WWE, that is. We sadly can't go to all the shows, time, work, money, life, family. But here we are, 5 guys who think they know each other, get on like brothers, have 5 different answers. Here they are. Once again, guys, just to remind you, WrestleMania 38, before he was the honorary Uce, Sami Zayn versus Mr. Jackass, Johnny Knoxville. Iron Drew versus the head of the table, the tribal chief at Clash of the Castle, something we witnessed live and one of the most exciting matches I have ever seen in my life live. Hell in a Cell, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, the 3rd match in the trilogy, the final match before Cody went out on the shelf. My pick, the Brawlers, the Ring General, Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion versus the man, the Brawling Brute, the Banger, the Banger himself for his quest for the Grand Slam. Sheamus versus Gunther for the IC title at Clash at the Castle? Or was it the flippy do with a bit of a cheeky Nando's on the side? Will Ospreay versus the man from wherever who does whatever. Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy versus Will Ospreay at the Forbidden Door. Which one, guys, will get your vote? Which one do you believe deserves the victory? Once again, because it's 5. Because there's 5 of us, and I believe the socials only permit for 4. We're going to do a bit of a King of the Ring bracket. So it's going to be 3 on one side, 2 on the other. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. Like if there was a 6, we'd put it out there. Comment below. Comment below. I might be able to make it a 6 in time. But so far, it's going to be 3 on one side, 2 versus other. Then it's going to be a 1 versus 1. It's just the way we can do it. And you know what? Clash at the Castle's in 2. So that's probably why we're going to keep it split that way. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. But how can you vote? Quite simply, guys, you just head on over to @Ministry of Wrestling on Instagram, MOW News on Twitter. Those are the places where you will be able to do an actual poll vote. You can head on over to Facebook. You can send me a video on TikTok @Ministry of Wrestling, Ministry of Wrestling on Facebook, or here, Ministry of Wrestling on YouTube. Why are we wasting time? Just comment below. Tell us what you believe is match of the year. You might be like, these marks, all they're doing is the mainstream stuff. What about the men? Like Wrestle Kingdom happened. Wrestle Kingdom always puts out bangers. Let us know what happened there. I heard Jonah done something amazing for NJPW. NWA probably had something really cool. Slammiversary. Matt Cardona, the guy formerly known as Zach Gowen, has been doing awesome bits all over on the indie scene. Like he might have done something. GCW is on the map this year. Maybe they put out a show that could be worth it. Comment below. Let us know what you believe was match of the year. Now, the more people you tell, the more it will pay attention. If not, the Ministry Boys, when we're here next week, we'll be announcing one of those 5 matches as the official winner for match of the year in the Ministry of Wrestling's Awards 2022, Day 6. This is our contenders. Once again, guys, they are WrestleMania 38. I take that back. It's not show of the year. It's all about match of the year. WrestleMania 38, once again, it doesn't matter. Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, Clash at the Castle. Hell in a Cell, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. On the other side, we've also got Clash at the Castle, Part 2, with Gunther versus Sheamus and the Forbidden Door match. Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy. Those are your chances, guys. Once again, please head on over to Ministry of Wrestling on Twitter, Ministry of Wrestling News, aka MOW News on Twitter, and that's where you will get your chance to put the votes. And it's going to be a bit of a bracket there, guys. We can't do anything else. Blame the socials for only doing 4, not 5. So until tomorrow, our last show tomorrow, guys. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It's been amazing. It's been emotional. Hey, yo, we are out for today, and tomorrow is our... Hey, it's a nice one for tomorrow. So we are out. See ya.